Hey guys, my name is 𝗙𝗲𝗁𝗂. Today we're going to be making sticky pork belly bites. It's one of my favorite recipes to make. I make it for groups of people and they all love it, so it's definitely worth a shot. We're going to be using great ingredients that taste amazing. Today we're utilizing our Ciarra Professional Series range hood as well as the 5-burner induction cooktop. These appliances are great for even cooking and making food simple at home. All right, let's get started with the ingredients. We're using some pork belly, gochujang, sesame seeds, dark soy sauce, a mixture of garlic powder, onion powder, gochugaru, and salt, rice wine vinegar, and honey. We're also using chives, garlic, and ginger. Let's get started by cutting up the pork belly into bite-sized pieces. We're gonna start by taking the pork belly and just laying it out. So we're gonna be using the Ciarra Beyond knives. These ones come in a Midnight Dream color. It's a dark blue and it actually matches our Beyond cookware. So if you ever want some great knives and you want them to match your cookware, Ciarra Beyond knives are a great choice. So we're gonna start by just cutting the pork belly in around inch wide pieces. And we're going to place these in a bowl. We have 3 strips, which is around 1 pound of pork belly. And the knives cut through really well, really sharp. So a sharp knife is actually a lot safer than a dull knife, even though it sounds like it shouldn't be. Dull knives tend to slip when cutting things, and that can lead to, cutting yourself. So it's important that you get sharp knives, and these ones are really great. These knives are made out of stainless steel, so they actually hold the sharpness really well. All right, let's put that in the sink. Give our hands a quick wash. All right, now we're just gonna season the pork belly with our salt, gochugaru, garlic powder, and onion powder mixture. And then we'll mix it up. Get every last bit. All right, now we're just gonna use a rubber spatula to mix this up and get everything evenly coated. And now I'm gonna set this aside for a moment while I make the sauce. So I'm gonna take a smaller bowl just to make the sauce. So we'll start by just combining pretty much everything that we have left. Let me just peel this garlic really quick. Sometimes I just like to press down on it just a little bit. I still wanna keep it as whole as possible. I know sometimes pressing down on a knife will break it, but I'll be grating the garlic, so I want to make sure it's in one piece so I don't slip and hurt myself, and it'll just make it easier. In general, I don't have to do a bunch of pieces of broken garlic. All right, and then the ginger as well. So what I like to do with ginger is I like to grab a spoon, and it makes taking off the skin really easy. You just grab the spoon, you hold it the opposite way, and you push away from you, and the skin just comes right off and peels. You still got that whole ginger root exposed. I really like adding ginger to all my dishes just because it's got like a really bright flavor, and I think a lot of dishes are missing like that little surprise kick of ginger. So I add it to a lot of my favorite foods, this being one of them. So now I'll just grate around 1 teaspoon of ginger straight into our small bowl for the sauce. Just a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. And then I'll just use the same grater for the garlic. That's about as small as I'm willing to go with the grater before I get to my fingers. All right, so next we're just gonna add the rest of the ingredients for the sauce into the bowl. So that includes the gochujang, dark soy sauce, the rice wine vinegar, the honey, and just use the spoon to mix, and the sesame seeds. Now we'll just give it a good mix until it's even, good consistency. This sauce is like a perfect blend of spicy, sweet, savory. It's got all the good stuff. It's pretty much how you want it. It's like a sticky glaze, pretty much. Now that our sauce is combined and done, let's get to cooking on the Ciarra induction cooktop. So for the dish today, we're going to be using the Ciarra Beyond Cookware saute pan. This is one of my favorite types of pans to use for a dish like this. It's got high walls, so if there's any sauce at all, it doesn't really spill over. The Ciarra Beyond Cookware line also has great even heat distribution, and it also comes in this awesome Midnight Dream color, which matches the knife set that we just used. All right, so we're going to turn the Ciarra induction cooktop on. Just set it to a medium setting, around 5. And we're going to grab our pork belly, and we're just going to start by placing them on. We're not going to add any oil. The pork belly is already fatty, so a lot of the fat's just going to render out anyway. I like to just do like an even layer across the whole pan. All right, so we're just going to let these cook until they're brown on one side, and then we'll flip them. So while the pork belly browns, I'm just going to go ahead and turn on the Professional Series range hood. We'll just leave it on the 1 setting right now. It's not smoking too much, but it is going to be pulling in any grease that's flying, any smoke, any steam, using these baffle filters, which are awesome. With these baffle filters, you can actually take them out, put them in your dishwasher, wash them, and just put them back in once they're done. Dishwasher safe and super, super convenient feature. So with the Professional Series range hood, you can actually control it through the Smart Life app. So you can turn it on. You can change the settings. Turn off the fan. And even adjust the lighting. All right, now we're just gonna flip the brown pieces. You can see that they've got like this really nice brown crispy side. It's looking great. It smells great. And the non-stick is making it really easy to flip these. Or like if you tried this on stainless steel, it would definitely be a lot more difficult. While you're waiting for your pieces to brown, it's important to get a quick stretch in. Just a little bit of, yeah. Touch your toes. That's enough. All right, let's get back to it. I like to let the pork cook until it has a good char, and the range hood is doing a great job of pulling up any smoke or steam that's coming off of the saute pan. So we've rendered a lot of pork fat out, so I want to remove the pork belly and discard some of the fat so that the dish is not too greasy, so we'll do that now. All right, so I'm just taking out the pork belly right now. I'm gonna discard some of the pork fat in here. All right, I've taken the pork belly out. I've set aside the pork fat, and I'm just gonna put the pork belly back in. Up next, we're just gonna be adding in the glaze that we made earlier. With the wooden spoon, we're just gonna mix everything up. Put the heat even lower, maybe on 1. Really just wanna coat the pork belly so it's nice and even, and you'll be able to taste the sticky glaze on every single piece. Cool. It's looking about done. So I'm all done, so now we can go ahead and start plating. I grabbed some rice. You can use rice, noodles, it's really up to you. So let's go ahead and plate the pork belly. This looks great. They're all really nicely coated. The pork is got a crisp to it. All right, let's maybe one more piece. Wow, that looks awesome. Now I'm gonna chop some chives for garnish. That looks so good. Oh my God. All right, time to give it a try. Ooh, that's good. Spicy. Garlic coming through. Oh man, that ginger. Oh wow, this is really good. Crisp pork belly is like easily one of my favorite types of food. So if you love pork belly, I would definitely give this a try. Shout out to Ciarra Appliances for making a recipe like this super easy to make at home.